After opening an Onshape document, title it Bridge, then go to the front plane, make a sketch, create a line that's 5 inches horizontally and 0.8 inches going up, then make an arc. After that, offset the arc by 0.25 inches, and then create lines so that it connects it, and then trim out the excess portions. After that, extrude it by 1.6 inches. And then create an offset plane, and then create a sketch on that plane. So now we're going to use the split face feature and draw rectangles so that we can use it as a way to create the boards that would make up a bridge. So each panel will be about 0.5 inches. And then make sure you're selecting the lines. Okay, so now you want to create a new part studio, and so this is for the rails. So again, 5 inches horizontally and then 0.8 inches vertically, and then create an arc, and then you want to offset the arc. And then draw the connecting lines again, and then you can trim off the excess arc. Now you're going to offset this portion. And what we're going to do now is just create designs for the railing. So the designs can be anything that you want it to be. Over here, I'm just creating like these spirals, and then there's going to be a heart. Again, this can be anything you want it to be, so you can make it just like straight lines, or you can make X's. It's up to you. If you want to follow along using this video though, specifically for the railing, what I'm doing right now is I'm creating a heart, and then I'm using the mirror tool, and I'm going to be connecting the heart to the spiral that I've made. Since this is fine, you can play around with how you want your design to look like by moving around the points. Okay, so now I'm going to mirror the spiral. And I'm going to mirror this entire thing across the center line that you can see is a construction line by the fact that it's dotted. And then I'm going to extrude this entire thing. So now we're going to go to the assembly. We're going to take the bridge, or like the walking portion of the bridge, and then we're going to insert two railings inside. You want to make sure that you're grouping them because, as you can see from how they're different colors, they're also different parts, which means that they can move if you don't group them together. And then now you want to use the mate feature so that your rails are completely in line with the walking portion of the bridge. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the color of the bridge and then of like the rails. You can either have it be a wooden bridge or I decided to go with gray, so that's like a stone bridge. Again, the color can be anything you want, so if you want, it could be like a bridge that was painted bright hot pink. Now what I'm doing is I'm creating these kind of pillars, I guess is what you can call them. Not exactly, but essentially they're just gonna be by the entrances of both sides of the bridge. So in the next few minutes, we're going to be making sketches, and then on those sketches, we're going to be creating points or circles. Each sketch, we're going to be using the offset plane once again. And then once we do all of that, we're going to use the loft tool so that we can make kind of like a spherical shape. Now we're just making it the same color as the rest of the bridge. If you want to fill up the edges, you can. I chose not to, but you can fill it any part of like the edges on any section of the bridge. It's all up to you. And then you can mate them so that they're standing in front of the bridge. But again, make sure you remember to group them so that way that when you mate them or when you move them in any way, both parts end up moving at the same time. So I'm just gonna make mine a bit bigger, and then I'm gonna make the shape on top also a bit bigger by adding in some more planes and then creating like another circle. So that's what I'm doing over here right now. So now I'm going to change the color again so that it matches the bridge. And now I'm going to insert 4 of these pillar-like structures. Now I'm going to group each one of them. And then now I'm going to start mating them to the bridge. And so there we have it. Here's our final product, the bridge. Thank you.